Adab. Welcome to the 51st episode of 365 Days of Tabla, a series in which we learn about the art, the craft, and the legacy of one of the most beautiful instruments in Indian classical music, which is tabla. Today is another theoretical episode. Today we are going to understand the concept of tradition parampara. India is a beautiful country. From ancient times only, there had been different traditions thriving in this country. This land has been a part, or this land has been a home to many, and I mean it, many different traditions. And all of these diverse traditions have actually lived and beautified this land. And they have actually made this land a whole. Just like the diverse traditions that have been in India for centuries, even our Indian classical music or Indian music have had traditions. Throughout ages, throughout history, Indian music had always had traditions. These traditions had different names in different time periods. Like for example, in the ancient time, there was a tradition called Mat, such as Hanuman Mat, Shiv Mat. Later, when Dhrupad became a household concept, when Dhrupad became popular, a new tradition was born. This was the Vani tradition, such as the Dagar Vani, the Narayana Vani, the Dhrupad tradition. The root of this tradition is seen even in today, such as the Dagar Vani tradition. Wasifuddin Dagar, Wasifuddin Dagar is a part of that tradition. The art of forming a tradition happens by a single person. What happens is that one single revolutionist, he does something. Throughout his life, he does some revolutionary work that creates a profound impression to his pupil. And that impression is carried on through generations, even after he passes away. And after forming for certain generations, that his teachings become a tradition, or his revolutionary work becomes a tradition, because his followers had been following that his teachings through generations, and that then has encapsulated into a tradition, like the Durga Puja tradition, like the Dasera tradition. The Dasera tradition, it celebrates the triumphant return of Lord Rama, defeating Ravana. And that is celebrated all over India and abroad. And this had become a tradition. Now, see, if you see this, the one person taking a revolutionary step, fighting evil, and he shows his perseverance, his persistence, and fighting against all odds. This shows a remarkable quality, and these remarkable qualities are cherished by his pupil and the generations after. And throughout the generations, this quality has been preserved and has been cherished. And even long after he has taken his heavenly abode, this tradition continues. The celebration, his teachings continue, and his teachings are transformed into a tradition. And this tradition is called Parampara. In short, what we can say is that a Parampara is the continuity of the knowledge of a certain revolutionist through his people, through generations. So this is Parampara. It is the same with Indian music, and that is the reason why the Mir Akasa Parampara, one of the oldest parampara in Indian classical music, is still thriving. It is one revolutionist who brought revolution, who created a revolution in the Indian music, identity, for the second transformation of tabla, and it has been continued by his successors for generations, and his teachings have become a tradition that has been passed on by his pupil through generations. In this case, his successors, his son, his grandson, and his descendants, right to the 33rd descendant, Ustad Sadr Khasa, and the 34th descendant, his sons, and now the 35th descendant. So this is a parampara that has been passed on by generations, but following the teachings of one revolutionist. This is parampara. Just like the Dagar Vani Parampara of the Dhrupad, the Narayana Parampara of the Dhrupad, or the Mat Parampara, the Hanuman Mat Parampara, and the ancient Indian history. This is also parampara. And the fact that this parampara is also a part of a rich lineage makes it unique. Now, the reference to this parampara is derived from the book written by Ustad Sadr Khasa, Mir Akasa. It is narrated by Ustad Sadr Khasa, written by Sri Shubroto Bhumik, and it will be available on right now. A very selected distribution of this book is available in the market, but it will be extensively available, this as well as the second edition of this book, which is Bagh-e-Ishq. Both of these books are going to be available extensively for all of you to buy, and it will be on the digital space. In the upcoming website, of UKKNNS, Ustakhram Never Music Society. And you can place your order over there. So I will share with all of you the minute our website is completed. I'll share the link with all of you so that you can have a look at it and share your feedback. So with this, let's conclude the episode of Parampara. And thank you all for joining with me. And thank you all for being part of this journey. So thank you so much for being part of this growth. And I pray that we keep on growing, we keep on learning, and we keep on becoming, and we remain, and I pray that we remain a student all our life. Till the end of our life, we remain a student. We keep on learning. And that is all I wish for myself and all those people who join. Thank you so much for joining. I hope you have a great time. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.